Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here, and today Wargaming did a good. Given their recent track record and the pretty negative videos I've made for the first half of the week, it's a relief to make a video talking about a good decision or a good thing Wargaming has done, at least in my opinion, this patch, right? So, well, before we get going, I am going to be talking about some stuff in the Armory, and I do apologize that if the video progresses to this point where we're talking about said Armory items, I don't have anything to show you, because right now I've been trying for the past 40 minutes to simply log into the game. And, well, my super expensive, hyper-fast internet is, well, not being hyper-fast or, well, internet right now. It's we have reverted to 1999 dial-up internet speeds. My download speed's a big old 4 megabytes a second, and my upload speed's a big old 0.3. So yeah, $180 a month for hamster speeds. Actually, I think a hamster would be faster. In fact, I believe I could hook a USB drive to a carrier pigeon and fly it out to YouTube headquarters in California before this video will probably actually upload tonight. So yeah, I do apologize if some Armory footage just simply isn't available because I can't log in to look at the Armory. I can barely even get to the World of Warships website at this point, so I do apologize about that. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do. No, there's no other ISPs around me. No, Starlink probably won't work because it's kind of expensive, and the speed isn't really great from what I've seen at least. So that's the two most commonly asked questions when it comes to that. But anyway, what are we talking about today? We are talking about the arrival of the hotly awaited Commonwealth Cruisers, probably one of the most requested lines, at least from what I've seen in my comment section over the past, God, how long have I been doing this? 6-7 years now at this point? They're finally here, albeit in an early access state. So, why do I think this event's pretty solid or pretty good? Well, you can get a pretty good amount of stuff simply for free by simply playing the game. That's always very nice. We're going to go through the event, talk about what you need to know to get the most out of the event, and hopefully help you guys out with it. So, how do you acquire the ships? Well, as with most early access, well, all early access events now, a brand new temporary token has arrived, and that is the Commonwealth tokens. How do you acquire these Commonwealth tokens? I'm so glad you asked. So, you can acquire these Commonwealth tokens in one of two ways. There's a free way, and of course there's a paid way. The free way, and the way I highly encourage you to do so, is progressing through the new event pass. Event team pass is what they're calling it. So it's like the battle pass, right? You just play through the missions, you unlock the levels of it, you get the stuff. And you get a pretty good amount of stuff just in the event pass by itself. By itself, you will be getting 2 port slots, 27 signal flag containers, 450 of the Commonwealth tokens in one bundle, a free commander with 6 skill points, 1200 steel, 12,000 coal, one of the event flags, 6 of the green economic bonuses containers, a perma camo for the deli, which is the tier 5 tech line ship for the Commonwealth Cruisers, 3 of the blue economic bonuses, and finally a last bundle of 500 of the Commonwealth tokens. So you get a grand total of 950 Commonwealth tokens out of the free event team pass, which will be enough to get you up to the tier 5 tech line Commonwealth ship, the Deli. So just by simply playing through the game and just completing the objectives or the missions, whatever you need to do to get through the event pass, you will have half of the Commonwealth line in your port, on top of a lot of signal flags, 12,000 coal, 1,200 steel, a new commander, and 2 free port slots. In addition to the port slots you will be getting with the ships, because the ships, when you do unlock them in the sequential bundle in the Armory, they do also come with a port slot. And what's cool is that if you don't care about, the 5 ships you get, well, 4 ships because it goes from tier 2 to tier 5, you have another additional 4 free port slots. Add that to the 2 you get from the first progression line, and now you have 6 free port slots just like that, which is pretty cool. They've been tightening up on handing out these port slots in the past couple of years. I've noticed they've really been cranking that back. I've played this game again for like 7 years at this point, and I really didn't have to worry about port slots until like, I still really don't, to be honest. They used to give them out so friggin' much back in the day, but like everything else, like with the coal and the free XP and such, they've tried to crank back on how much of this free stuff they give out, right? And you can get 6 of it here, six of them here completely for free. So that's great. You get a pretty good amount of stuff here completely for free. You can get up to the tier 5. You can grind out some XP on the tier 5. So once the line does come out fully in 2 months, you can just rocket right through it. So that is pretty solid in my opinion. Just by playing the game a bit, get some pretty good stuff. But, dear viewer, if you do wish to toss some money at the event, what can you get? Well, just like the Battle Pass, there is a second progress line in the event pass that you have to pay to get access to. You pay 2,500 dubs, and you can get another 1,000 Commonwealth tokens, 10 of each of the green economic bonuses, 6 of each of the blue economic bonuses, 12,000 coal, some temporary camos, and then finally the Mysore, the tier 6 premium pan-European Commonwealth light cruisers. So you get a free tier 6, well, not a free tier 6, a tier 6 ship. You get a tier 6 ship, another 12,000 coal, a nice amount of economic bonuses, and another 1,000 of the Commonwealth tokens, which you can then exchange for the goodies in the Armory if you so choose to do so. And of course, in the Armory as well, in that sequential bundle I was talking about earlier, you can get all the way up to the tier 10 in that bundle with the exception of the tier 9, so you can get the tier 6, the tier 7, the tier 8, and then the tier 10. If you do want to get the tier 10, you do have to cough up 19,000 doubloons once you get there, so you have to get all the Commonwealth tokens that you need to get to the tier 10's bundle, and then you got to buy the Cerberus for 19,000 dubs. I wouldn't do that because it's a tech line tier 10. It's going to be completely free to grind in 2 patches, so there's absolutely no need for you to throw away your money to get that. But if you are impatient, go ahead. You're an adult. Speaking of throwing money away, the tier 9, where's that? Glad you asked. So the tier 9 can be found in the premium Commonwealth containers. They are okay-ish, in my opinion. You get 40 of the Commonwealth tokens for sure with each of the containers, but then the second item in them, that's where it gets a little tricky. So you can get another of the 400 Commonwealth tokens for a 2.5% chance, but you can also get 24 of the green economic bonuses of one of them. You can get either 25 of the commander, the free XP, the XP, or the credits. You can also get 1 million credits, which is pretty good. And then the last slot, that's where you can potentially get the encounter, which is the tier 9 Commonwealth Cruiser. But it shares a slot with the perma camo for the Auckland and then the perma camo for the Cerberus. So you roll that slot for 2.8% chance, right? You get that slot, and then you have like a 1 in 3 chance to actually get the encounter. And I try this. I throw like $20 at these events just to see if I can maybe get the ship in early access so I could do a review video on it. After that, I stop. And yeah, it didn't happen. I did get the Fern camo for the Auckland, which I do like the way that Fern camo looks, so I'm kind of okay with that. On top of a bunch of green economic bonuses and a few more million credits, I thought that was kind of okay. But yeah, so they're back to doing it in the gambling boxes now rather than in the gambling random bundles. So it's still gambling, right? But it's in the boxes now, so you can't really see what's next. I don't know if that's really a better thing. You're still just taking a chance either way. So what I simply suggest to you, dear viewer, get the free stuff and run. Go through the first progression line, get those free port slots, get them signal flags, get the steel, get the coal, get those economic bonuses, both the blue and the greens, And I mean, the Commonwealth tokens get the free 4 ships and play them, check them out, see if there's something you want to grind. If not, cool, sell them, get credits for them, because you can still sell the ships and get credits for them. That's another free, probably, shoot, what, close to 1 million credits there for 4 tech line ships. They are lower tiers, though, so it may not be too much, but I mean, hey, free credits is free credits, right? And now there you go. You have another 6 free port slots there to boot, and a free commander on top of that. So all in all, pretty solid event in my opinion. Hopefully they'll be pretty decent from here on out. I know in the past some of these early access events have been real letdowns and real cash grabs, but this seems to be a solid one here, fellas. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hope you guys have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend, and hope to catch you guys in the next one.